Hey, welcome folks to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my live stream. I am live, obviously. I am just getting set up with my live stream. It's been a while. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now I am ready. Anyways, so live stream. Yay. Okay, so we are working on this twinkling heart. Because out of the few people that actually watched my last video, one subscriber selected this. So let's see what we got here. I have no clue what these are, but these are lights, obviously, and these are lights. All right. So, and we got some tassels here. Okay. And these are straws, a couple of straws. And then we got a bunch of twine. Pink and blue. Pretty. Yeah. And then, oh my goodness, this is what the straws are for. For balloons. Oh wow, we got a star. We got 2 stars. And we got 2 hearts. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. And then this. That's it. Really? Well, no instructions. Well, this really sucks. Because I have no idea how to do this. And there's no instructions. Well, okay, so I know you use the straw to blow up the balloon, right? And then somehow you take the twine and wrap it around along with the lights somehow. And I don't know what this is for. No clue. But this is enough to make like, I don't know, 2, 3. I really don't know. You got enough lights for 2. But then it looks like, yeah, I think you got to buy the batteries separate. Wow. Still, yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna just rebag all of this because I have no idea. I'm gonna have to Google it and how to do this. All right. So, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, I know. No instructions. Hello, 4. It's been a while. I know. No instructions. All right. So, yeah, that's a disappointment. But I guess we'll just do some diamond painting then. Yeah, because, well, I don't really have anything else. Hello, 4. Hello. These are cute little tassels, pink and blue. Yeah. So I'm going to do some Google researching and give it a try another day. Now that I know that there are no instructions. All right. Oh, goodness. Sorry about all the noise, all the crinkling noises. Forget it. Well, I'll set that aside. Whoa! And then my chair decides to timber. Hey, Wolfie! Wolfie!
Yes.
Can you turn on the AC, please?
Maybe.
She's been doing that lately. Maybe. I'll ask her to do something. Maybe. Okay. So I am actually currently working on my Captain Caveman. But before I get into it, check it out. Dun, 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 dun. Captain Caveman. I still have I've got this row that I just started yesterday. And then I'm thinking I'm just gonna do this as the last as a row. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But before I get into it, I got some birdies to show you. I'm all finished, all of them. So here's one. Here's one. Here's two. Here's three. There's four. And there's five. And number six. I'm thinking this one's dancing the boogaloo. There's seven. Regina, hello. Number seven. Number eight. And this one's singing. Number nine. Number 10. Number 11. This one's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And number 12. Aren't they pretty? So yes, Regina, we were going to do the twinkling heart, but there's no instructions. Yes, they are so cute. I can't wait until I can get the dragon, the baby dragon cross stitch ones that are about they look to be about the same size. So that is going to be fun to do. The baby cross stitch. Baby dragon cross stitches of that size. Sorry about the shaking, but yeah. So instead of doing, there's no instructions for the twinkling heart craft, so I'm gonna Google it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna work on my Captain Caveman. Sorry, I've been quite absent. I've been absent quite a lot lately, doing very few videos. Excuse me, my depression has been kind of on the high side. My anxiety has been kind of on the high side as well. Last night I had a bit of a concern with my health. I was getting chest pains. They were minor and sporadic, but thankfully they went away. I'm back on the CPAP machine, so that's been kind of stressful for me. But I'm hoping that my van is back on the road and it's actually running. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm I'm at a loss for words. No surprise there, as you've been around. Obviously, you two have been around for a while and know that I have a tendency of losing words. Oh, you should have seen me the first day that we were at my dad's last weekend. We were talking And I was trying to think of the word grapes. Yeah, because he had some grapes in the kitchen, and he asked if I liked them, or something along those lines. And I went to answer him, and I couldn't find the word. It took me almost a full minute to remember the word grapes, because they're green seedless grapes, and I really like them. Especially when they're nice and fresh and cold and crisp, because they have a nice crunch when you first bite into them. Yeah, your depression too. Yeah, I think part of it is because of the weather. Although we say that when it's in the winter too, because the cold keeps you isolated. Can keep you isolated. Like for me, I don't go out much in the winter. I don't spend very much time outside in the winter because of the cold. I during the summer, I have issues with the heat. I overheat quickly, not as quickly as my daughter. But she overheats quickly because she's less active than I am, and she's become bigger than me. Yeah, because she does less cardio than I do. Yeah. She was complaining last night about, well, I made dinner last night, and I'm like, yeah, well, I do pretty much everything around here, which is an unfortunate truth. She does things when I ask her to, except for when it comes to like her personal hygiene, that kind of stuff. She's on her own for that, and she's pretty good about it, which is good. I'm glad about that. But she pretty much everything else I have to ask her. Sometimes she does things on her own without me asking. Like I wash the dishes, she puts them away. I have to ask her to do like bring her dirty dishes out of the bedroom, bag up the laundry, that kind of stuff. She takes care of her own garbage in the bedroom. She's supposed to be dealing with the garbage in the bathroom, but I sometimes have to remind her about that. But yeah, last weekend we got all of our laundry done except for what was on our on the bed, and we're being very slow about bringing it in because of the heat during the day. Yeah, we do have issues with the heat and going out during the hottest parts of the day. But and because of our sleep schedules, we're both night owls, and so we're usually not awake during the coolest part of the day, which is like the early morning. But we do what we can when we can. We are hopefully going to be going shopping on Monday. But we'll see. Oh, she's coming out. She's coming out to turn on the AC. Yeah, I usually ask her to do it because she doesn't have to stand on the footstool to reach. She's just a little bit taller than me. Hello, Wolfie.
Hello.
And now we've got Four says hello.
Hi. Whoever you are.
I don't know if you heard that, but she said hi, whoever you are. It's number 4. That girl, she needs a new headset. She needs a new headset. She has been wearing her headset so much, using it so much that the rubber that goes. Oh, and Regina says hello as well.
Wham.
But the rubber part of the headset is peeling. Yeah. The headset still works perfectly fine. It's just it's peeling. So she comes out here and she's got little flecks of the stuff from the headset. And it looks like there was just the one 5. Huh. Oh nope, there's another 5. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's it for 5s. So yeah, I know it's been a while since I've done a live stream. And that's because of the Wi-Fi here being spotty for a while, and then my my depression and anxiety, and trying to get things all okay in my head. And I finally decided, you know what? I need to do a live stream. It's been too long. And I'm going to be reaching out to Katya from Carpe Diem Does Diamond Painting and see if she wants to see when the craft fairs in the UK are over for the year. And hopefully get her back into doing live streams with me. And hopefully eventually at some point, Jill from Diamond Painting with the Edwards family. Hopefully she, sorry, Regina. Yes, she said hello back in her own way. She's a weird one like me. She said, wah. That was her response to. But she means it in a good way. But yeah, hopefully Jill will be back on her feet soon too. Oh, you heard? Yeah, yeah. Her and her maybe and wham and Bort. She says Bort a lot. I think it's Bort. Yeah, Bort. Oh my goodness. I recently watched the movie The School of Good and Evil. And there's a character on there called Hort. While I was watching it, I paused it so I could go to the bathroom, and I was going. I was just about to open the bathroom door, and she had the bedroom door open, and she sees me, and she's like, "Bort," and I'm like, "Hort." Yeah, that was actually kind of a neat movie. I kind of liked it. Yeah, I thought it was done pretty good. I also recently watched the movie The Accountant with Ben Affleck and Anna. Is that Anna Kendrick from the Pitch Perfect movies? I think that's who that was. And there was another one, The Accountant. Oh my goodness. Another actor that. Anyways, yeah, that was a good movie. Oh, you got dentures, a new top plate. Right on. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to. My dad has had the same top plate for over 50 years. I'm quite certain he got them before my sister was born. And she turned 50 this year. They just don't make them like they used to. Yeah, just the top. I've been thinking about doing that too, about getting a top plate. But I still have enough teeth. My teeth are good enough to not require removal of all of them, what's left of them, because I've had several removed, more from the top than the bottom. But yeah, it does take a little while to get used to. Oh God, I don't know if I ever told the story about when my dad got his teeth done, got his top plate done. He at the time he was, I think he was a bartender. Yeah, he was in his 20s. Quite certain he was in his 20s. So that's like, yeah, 50 some odd years ago. So yeah, he was bartending. Quite certain he was bartending because I don't think he was ever a bouncer. But he tried to break up a fight in the bar and got a fist to his face, which broke a bunch of his teeth. So him and one of his older brothers, his second oldest brother, they went to go visit a dentist friend. And my dad asked him, well, how much would it cost to get a top plate? And the guy told him, well, it would cost this much. He's like, well, that's like, yeah, I can't afford that. And the guy's like, well, you know what? I'll charge you half price if you're willing to help me out with being a guinea pig. I got all of these dental students that I need to show the proper use of anesthesia. My dad, he looks at these dental students, and quite a few of them are good-looking young women. And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So he got strapped to this chair, and his buddy brings out this big, huge needle and puts him under. Then the guy went and pulled out what was left of his teeth, cut the gums, filed down the bone, stitched up the gums, and then fitted a plate in. All while my dad was unconscious. Then he went to my uncle and told my uncle, on your way home, stop at the liquor store, get a whole bunch of alcohol, get him blind stink drunk tonight. By tomorrow, he won't be in any pain, basically. So, yeah, on the way home, they stopped at the liquor store because alcohol, being drunk, it deadens the pain. And so, yeah, they were both plastered before they even got home. And obviously nowadays, a dentist would not recommend getting blind stinking drunk. But yeah, that was how my dad got his dentures, his top plate, and he still has the original top plate. He still has his bottom teeth, but his top plate has over the years, over the decades, his false teeth have worn away at his bottom teeth. So he actually, a few years ago, had to have one of his bottom teeth pulled because there was pretty much nothing left of it due to being worn away by the dentures. But yeah. I know at one point in time they used to use at one point they used to use real teeth dentures that were taken from convicts that had passed away. This is going back a long time ago. I think. I can't remember the exact details. It's been so long. Yeah, you wish they were real. I recently learned a really weird thing to do with some scientists have invented a toothpaste that is made from human hair that apparently will actually repair damage to your teeth, because human hair is made from the same, like, keratin and whatnot that's also in your teeth. Yeah. I tried telling my dad about it, and he's like, yeah, it's never going to become a thing. And it's like, well, apparently it's like a really really good thing to use. And of course, my dad, being the ever skeptical, unless he's the one that discovered the article himself. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't really believe it. It feels to me like he doesn't believe anything that I tell him that I learn online, unless he comes across the article himself. But the YouTube channels that I watch, there's two that I now watch that do live streams in the mornings. One is Shizzy Wiznut and the other is Mo in the Deep End. And then on Fridays they do a weekly wrap up together, and they alternate between their two channels as to who hosts the weekly wrap up. But yeah, basically they do a live stream first thing in the morning, and they go over news articles. And but like, because I'm so far behind in videos, I'm slowly catching up. Been binge watching but also every so often I'll like watch a movie or binge watch on Netflix or Amazon Prime. But yeah, having fun. Keeping my mind occupied with other things. That's how I one of the ways that I deal with my depression is I try to occupy my mind on other things. Try not to think about the crap in my life by watching other people's videos. And I watch them at 1.5 times the speed. So there is a YouTuber, I don't know, she's probably still around, that I was introduced to a few years, a number of years back now. She does YouTube videos for kids, and her name is Cookie Swirl C, and she is the sweetest girl. I think she's got to be like pushing 30 now. But these former friends that I've talked about that have like kids that are just unruly and never listen, and because the parents just don't take care of them properly and whatnot. The middle child, she introduced me to Cookie Swirl C, and well, the reason I'm bringing up this YouTuber is because, like, I watch everything at 1.5 times the speed. Now, if you watch Kristen from Crafty-ish Kristen at 1.5 times the speed, she sounds like Cookie Swirl C. She does. She sounds so much like Cookie Swirl C. When she's talking in a sing-songy voice, she sounds like Cookie Swirl C. Excuse me. And I just think it's so cute. But yeah, so yeah, I've been watching, I've been binge watching. I've some people's channels I've added to the playlist that I am binge watching through, and trying to get caught up, while at the same time watching the What the Hales saga. And yeah. Yeah. I just don't really know what else to talk about. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna start doing is, yes, I'm gonna go back to doing live streaming on the weekends. And I'm gonna research ahead of time how to do these particular crafts that I got from Craft Buddy, because it's ridiculous that they send you, for the amount of money that they charge you for these crafts, for these boxes of crafts, and not send you any instructions. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more research and see if it's see what I can do. But I know the blocks, the yellow, the little bricks. That one, it looks like it might have instructions. But oh, and when I'm done this Captain Caveman, I have the perfect spot to hang him. He's going to be hanging right next to my grotesque Cookie Monster, next to over the window next to where I sleep at night. Yeah. When my boyfriend came over, I showed it to him and I told him, yeah, that's where I'm putting it, right there. And he's like, cool. Yeah, he still doesn't really like my grotesque Cookie Monster. But so anyways, we are going to be having a yard sale apparently here. Well, there is going to be a yard sale here at the beginning of October. For anybody that's that lives here and has anything that they want to, you know, sell. And my dad's like harping on Wolfie and I to downsize, get rid of a bunch of stuff because of how long it took to get all of our laundry done. We spent Saturday afternoon and all day Sunday afternoon, well, all Sunday afternoon, doing laundry. And then Monday we just had the one load that we threw in the wash. And then rather than drying it and then coming home, we once it was done in the wash, we bagged it and brought it home and hung it up outside here. Because it was just 2 items. It was just a comforter. No, it was a blanket and excuse me, and a bed sheet. That was it. And also, we wanted to get home as quickly as possible because neither of us really like being away from home for very long. Her because she doesn't like because of her gaming, and me because of my anxiety. I had taken my Bookie Dragon cross stitch to work on, and the Crazy Birds also to work on. I only worked on 2 of the Crazy Birds while we were there. But I did work a bit on words. I did work on the Bookie Dragon. This past week, I've been working on it very, very slowly, working on everything very, very slowly. Because I've just been in the I'm in the adjusting phase for the CPAP, adjusting to wearing it again. Yeah, and finding that I need to wear it for longer periods of time at night. For compatibility or no, compliance. Basically, I have to wear it for longer than 4 hours at a time for compliance. So I can't like wear it for like 3 or 4 hours, take it off and then go back to sleep. I have to wear it as much as possible. Yeah. And I am gradually getting used to wearing it. The air, the oxygen, the air isn't so much the problem anymore. It's just making sure that it's on properly and it's sealed properly. I finally tightened the strap last night because it's just so apparently you have to have it quite secure against your face. But I'm gradually getting used to it. he hasn't worn it in a year or more. Well, in order for income assistance to cover the cost of a CPAP for me, I have to have a very, very high percentage of compliance. Because for the first 2 months that I wore it, the compliance was like 44% of the time. Well, he was told, yeah, he was told to get a nose one. That's what I use, is a nose one. This is what this is the one that I wear. And I had to tighten this strap across the back because that helps to hold it against the face. But yeah, because I only breathe through my nose, this is the one that I got. And it's got little tiny holes across over this part here. And that's where the extra air, the excess air comes out when you breathe out. And yeah, so, and it comes with 3 sizes, medium and large. It was originally fitted with the medium, but it came with the small and the large. And I actually ended up switching it to the small, and it fits a lot better than the medium. So I look at it as, oh, I got a cute little button nose. Because I have to use the small. But yeah, I was thinking about it last night, and it's like, well, I wonder if, yeah, I was just gonna say, I was thinking about that last night. Men that have like beards and mustaches, right? There should be a type that you can get that you don't have to, because I'm thinking like they would probably have to shave it off in order to be able to get a good seal. But I definitely would not want my boyfriend to have to shave his face, because he looks too young. Well, most men look way too young without facial hair. And when I first met him, he had no facial hair. When I first met him, he was still living at home with his mom and his younger sister. And he would ride his bike over to my place to hang out and visit. And he also stashed his devil's lettuce at my place. Never seen him without a beard. 41 years. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wolfie's father. When I first knew him back before before I got pregnant, I was in high school. He was, yeah. He couldn't grow facial hair to save his life. He could not grow facial hair. Not until like in his mid-30s was he able to grow facial hair. So for a very long time, he looked younger than he actually was. And then not long after we got back together, he shaved off his beard and mustache to look decent and presentable for when we went to go meet with the manager of this apartment building. Only when we went and met with the building manager of the manager of the apartment building, the dude, the building manager had Had a beard that was almost 2 feet long. Yeah. And then the next time, he shaved was he had court, and it was also on my dad's birthday, and we had made arrangements to meet up with my dad and my bonus mom the following day for camping. And we were sitting at the courthouse waiting for his court case. And he's like, you know what? Screw it. As soon as we're done here, let's go home, load up the car, and go. Go meet up with your dad. Because my dad was actually by himself at that point in time. And my bonus mom was going to be arriving the next day. And so what we ended up doing was, as soon as we were done at the courthouse with his court case, we went home, we loaded up the car, and we went and we met up with my dad. We stopped at the gas station to top up the gas tank, and he bought a couple of cigars. And we went and we met up with my dad. My dad actually said it was the best birthday present he had gotten in years, was the two of us coming and spending his birthday with him. And the two of them, they sat there and smoked. I mean, they each had a little cigar for my dad's birthday. And that was probably the last time my dad smoked too. Oops. But yeah, that was at a point in time when when Wolfie's father was not he was being a good guy. He was being he was being nice. He blames a lot of my ex. Wolfie's father blames a lot of our relationship problems on the fact that when I was pregnant with Wolfie, he blames a lot of the issues from the problems with our relationship to back then, when my dad didn't want him in my life or Wolfie's life before I even had Wolfie. Yeah. And so her father left. He moved out of town and tried to move on with his life. But of course, he just kept thinking, well, if that is my child, what's going on, type deal. And one of the reasons why he left, and was because of his past, his reputation in that town. It was not a good reputation. And he didn't want any child of his to suffer the repercussions of being known as his child. But a lot of people that knew me knew who her father was, and but they also knew who my father was, and they never had an issue with her because of who my father was. And I think it's also because of the fact that her father was not in the picture. So he wasn't involved in her upbringing. But and then he ruined things between the two of them after they finally got to start having a father-daughter relationship. And I'm quite certain the reason is because of fear of rejection on his part. So And I saw it in one of my cousins too. And I've seen it in TV shows with people that in their youth, the fear of rejection, where you're yeah, it is sad, but it's almost like a subconscious thing. Like you take a child that's been through that's had a traumatic childhood, and positive people in their childhood go away, and it's like, so they start to feel like people who really care for them don't stick around, so they start to lash out rather than having their feelings hurt by, like, they open themselves up emotionally to these people, to a person, and only to have that person break their heart by leaving. Yeah, yeah. See, like that. That's one of the things. Yeah. Um. So, because, like, for example, like my cousin, I've got this one cousin that came to live with us when he was in high school, and he was the oldest of three. He had a sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother. And so he used to be like the center of attention for his mom and dad. And then until his brother and sister came along. And then they pretty much ignored him. He became neglected. Unless, like, when his siblings were sleeping, then he was the center of their then he had their attention, and they focused on him. But then as soon as the other ones were awake, that was it. They completely ignored him. So it was like he was shut out of their lives, and he started to lash out because of it. The anger, resentment. He started physically abusing his brother and sister, and doctor diagnosed him with ADHD and put him on probably Ritalin. My dad refused to believe that that's what he actually had. He became uncontrollable for his parents, so they asked if my dad would be willing to take him for a while. And he's like, yeah, sure, not a problem. And so he came and he was living with us, and things were going great for a while. And then out of the blue, he just started lashing out and acting up. And he had stopped taking his meds. He was actually hiding his pills underneath his mattress. And started vandalizing things. And pissing people off in school. I'd have people come up to me, "Are you so-and-so's cousin?" "Yes." Yeah, your cousin's being a little, a little, you know what? If they don't stop, I'm going to beat the crap out of them. Okay. Yeah, and they were going up to my brother as well, because by that time my sister had graduated from high school, and my younger brother was in high school as well as me. yeah, they were going up to my brother as well and saying stuff to him too about our cousin. And then one day at home, I don't know what happened, but something that our cousin said or did pissed off my brother to the point where he was going to beat the crap out of him and chased him to his bedroom and tried to bust the door down to get at him. Yeah. One evening at dinner, he called my dad a bad word. He called him an MFer at the dinner table, and my dad backhanded him because that was one term that my dad absolutely did not find acceptable at all, and he called my dad that. So my dad backhanded him. Yeah, but he was lashing out because to get them to reject him before he got too emotionally attached, for fear of getting emotionally attached, only to be sent back to his parents and rejected again, basically, or something along those lines. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say without me going into too much detail and giving away too much. But yeah, that's what he was doing. And Wolfie, her father, did something similar, but in a very bad way. He was talking with her about because of his background, his ancestry, he is German, Dutch, and Swiss. He sees himself as basically he's like a Viking. He is 6'3", at last weigh in 300 pounds, but he's 6'3", blonde hair, blue eyes, very, very blue, very, very ice blue eyes. Oh yeah, there is a lot of J's in here. Duh. He follows the Viking ways. He believes in the Norse gods, and he prays to the Norse gods. And he was talking with Wolfie about certain traditions that the Vikings had. Like physical relations between parents and their adult children. Yeah. And well, because of what has happened to her younger sister, anything physical between people, like romantic, physical kind of stuff, it freaks her out. For the longest time, it freaked her out. Also because she had been, I guess you could say, assaulted by an ex-boyfriend in high school. Yeah, that's how she lost her V card. Trying to put this in terms that YouTube won't penalize me for, I guess. But yeah, so basically her history, because of her history, that kind of stuff is, she cannot emotionally handle those types of conversations. And it traumatized her, it upset her, and it's like in some part of it, in the back of his mind, he knew that it would, because it was kind of like a subconscious way of him pushing her away, but in a way that she would do the pushing. And Yeah, because he wanted to have a father-daughter relationship with her on his terms, not on her terms. And well, because by the time he finally came back into her life, she was all grown up and an adult, um, with her own views and her own ways of doing things. Um, sh- she wanted to have a relationship with him on her terms, but he, which is like, yeah, she's all right. She is doing a lot better. Um, except for the fact that she spends like multiple hours gaming. She's yeah, she finally broke down, broke down those barriers, her emotional barriers, and opened herself up to being able to have relationships with, um like intimate relationships with people. Um and yeah, she actually had a boyfriend that she lived with for 2 years, and they were engaged, and then he ruined it, and she left him, and that's how she ended up here. And now she's in another relationship with a guy down in Florida, and she's like really, really wanting to go visit him, which means getting her passport renewed and saving up money to be able to fly down there and spend some time there down there. And well, I'm wanting, like, he lives at home. Yeah, he lives at home. He's got like a seasonal job, kind of part-time right now. So, but they both, like, he adores her, and they've known each other for quite a few years now already. But yeah, she is doing pretty good. It's just getting her off her butt, getting her active, you know? It's tricky. If we had the money, we would get a membership to the community center and use the fitness room. But I haven't even looked at the fitness room here at the community center yet. Trying to get our finances all straightened out, and we've got important things that we need to fix first. Now that the van is, this is okay. Okay. Now that the van is working, um, and she's got a new phone. Next, we're getting a washing machine. Oh, you're gonna go do a puzzle? I should do a puzzle. I should check out those puzzle live streams and see what they're like. I haven't seen any of them yet. But yeah, take care, Regina. We'll see you next time. Because I do have a couple of puzzles, but do I really have the room for them? Not really. Just like everything else in my humble abode. Yeah, I've got her puzzle her I've got Joan's live streams in my playlist to watch. I'm like 2 to 3. I'm like, yeah, I'm so far behind. I'm watching videos from June. Yeah, they do take up a lot of room. Um Yeah, you got to have a large enough surface space to be able to put the puzzle together, all together. Oh, she's having internet problems. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. But yeah, one of these days I'll get to those videos. But like I said, I'm watching at 1.5 times the speed. So videos that are 2 hours long take me just over an hour and a half to watch. Bye for now. Yes, see you later, Regina. Holy crap, it's actually already been an hour. I've already been on for an hour. What else should I talk about? Weather? Oh, it's been like 30 plus all week. Politics? I don't do politics. Music? I could share music. There is actually music that I could share. It's not copyright protected. It's from it's on Spotify as well as on YouTube, and it's from Shizzy Wiznut. He said all of his music is free to use, but maybe another time. But let's see. I've got. I'm really hoping that I did get a loan from Bree, and I rather than getting a rush on it, which would cost me money. I chose to do the freebie, which is like wait 3 to 5 business days for the money to come in. So I did that on Tuesday. So hopefully Monday the money is going to be in my account, so that Wolfie and I can go get groceries. Yeah, we oh yeah, when we came back. Oh wait, I probably mentioned it in one of my recent videos, but yeah, when we came back from my dad's on last Monday, we brought back some tomatoes and some red onions, and I gave the red onions to my neighbors in Campsite 6 because they're just awesome, really nice, sweet people. And they were very thankful. And the day that I got my van back from the mechanic, I was going to give some fresh vegetables from my dad's garden to the neighbor next door as a thank you for driving me over there. But yeah, as soon as I got home, the wife came over and started giving me grief about getting a ride across the street. Well, that street, as you would call it, is a busy ass highway. And when I went to go get my van, it was like 30 plus degrees. And so like there's no way I would have even made it. I wouldn't have even been able to make it to the highway. let alone cross it before I succumbed to heat exhaustion. So, yeah. So because of her bad attitude, they missed out on fresh vegetables, fresh picked vegetables from the garden. Yeah. So, well, it is what it is. And, yeah, you know, I'm not physically capable of crossing the highway, especially in the middle of the day. I could probably do it. Yeah, I could definitely do it at night because it's not like screaming hot and there's not a massive amount of traffic. Plus, I'd be walking my bike. So, like, I wouldn't be crossing the highway to go pick up my van. I'd just be going across the highway. But then on the other side of the highway is a little bit of an embankment. And so getting across that little embankment might be a little bit of a struggle. So, I don't know. And it's either go that way. I'd say about three blocks that way before you get to a road that you can turn down to get onto the little side road there, or go 2 blocks. Yeah, I'd say about 2 blocks that way to the intersection, and then go down that way. And yeah, it's just, well, it is what it is. It's just the layout of the town, so it's not that big a deal. I'm fine. I'm fine with how things ended up turning out, because at least I managed to get over there and get my van, and now it's been emptied out of recycling, but now there's more recycling in there, and get the clean laundry out of there still. Get the rest of the clean laundry out of there and in here and put away. And yeah, Wolfie actually finally, changed the bedding, so we got that to go into the van. But it is so warm in this place at night because we don't leave the AC on all night. Instead, I have the door open all night. The screen door is closed and the curtain is closed. And then I've got garbage bags full of stuff in front of the door, so that if somebody tried to sneak in while we're sleeping, well, they'd have to move the garbage bags, and the rustling noise of the garbage bags would wake me up. Yeah. So, not that, well, because of where we live, it's pretty private, even though it's so close to the highway. It is kind of isolated. Plus, there's surveillance cameras too, so. Quite certain they are surveillance cameras, but I don't know how closely they're monitored or anything like that. Huh. So I just know it. I was just looking at, so this phone that I'm using is plugged in, so it should be charging, but it looks to be like slowly draining because it's at 27%, and it's like, well, it should be higher. So I think I'm having the same issue as Wolfie was having with her old phone, where it's just not really charging. But she still uses that phone. But And she has a charge cord that's actually working to charge it. But yeah, after a certain length of time, that charge cord just stops charging. And I think that's what's happening with this charge cord. I don't really use it that much for charging anymore because I don't sit here as often as I used to. Ever since getting my chaise lounge chair, I spend a lot of time in that. Because it is so comfy. So super comfy. Plus, when I start getting, if I get tired while I'm sitting there, I just curl up and go to sleep. That's what I did yesterday. I slept for a few hours. And I wasn't wearing my CPAP. Yeah. But well, I think I'm gonna end this video at 1:30. So that's in just over 10 minutes. That way I've gotten a decent amount of this puzzle. Jeez. Got a decent amount of this diamond painting done. Yeah, I think speaking of puzzles, I think I only have 2 puzzles. And I think one of them is still in the van. Can't remember. It might be in here. Possibly. But yeah, they're both round puzzles. Yeah. But no, I don't think they would fit on this table. No, I don't think they'd fit on this table. They might. I don't know. I used to collect puzzles. At one point in time, I had a lot of puzzles. And I would get them from the thrift store. So there was no guarantees that all the pieces were there. The majority of them had all the pieces, but there were some that would be missing like 1 or 2. And then, oh, you're back and you're going to DP for a bit. Okay, cool. Welcome back, Regina. I'm actually only going to be on here for another 10 minutes. Yeah. Because I've got dishes to do. And I think I'm going to throw something in the air fryer to eat. Okay. I'm going to do some more of these S's. Oh my goodness. So, hey, Carrie Lynn, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been out of touch with everybody for a while. It's my depression and anxiety. But with the weather, now the weather's going to start cooling down here over the next few weeks to get ready for fall and then winter. And fall is my favorite time of the year because things are starting to cool down and eventually the leaves are going to start to fall off the trees. They're going to change color and start falling off the trees and all the beautiful different colors of the leaves. I have decided that I want to get a kitten for my birthday. I'm hoping to be able to make that possible because I am so I'm jonesing for a kitten. I'm brave. I try to be, but I'm terrified. Terrified of bad. I'm always worried about bad things happening. But I've come to learn that no matter how much you worry about something, worrying about it isn't going to change what happens. Change how things are going to be, whether it's going to happen or not. Stress and worry can just cause worse problems for you in the long run. I try to focus on being prepared for the worst, but hoping for the best. Oh, excuse me. Like, we have to buy we need to get a new space heater for underneath the fifth wheel to keep the pipes from freezing. Oh, thank you for. Yeah, we need a new space heater and we need a new exterior extension, an outdoor extension cord, because when I went to unplug the space heater so I could use the extension cord one day, and the prongs for the cord for the plug for the space heater, they stayed in the extension cord, and the rest of the plug, yeah, they detached. So that is a fire and safety hazard. Yeah. So rather than run the risk of the possibility of something happening, like the extension cord catching fire or the space heater catching fire because of that, yeah, I'm just going to replace the extension cord and replace the space heater before winter. Yeah, because last winter we had an issue with the pipes, with the plumbing freezing. For opening and closing the valves for the to drain the pipe, the gray tank and the black tank. Yeah. So I will have to see about replacing those two things. And before winter. And 5 minutes to go. Good, because I really gotta go to the bathroom. But yeah, Wolfie and I, we have to look at getting new glasses, because my vision is getting worse. My glasses are just not cutting it anymore. They're also about 10 years old. My glasses. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that I can find a decent pair of glasses similar to these ones that also come with clip-on shades, because I like the clip-on shades. I think it would be cool to get the transitions lenses. Yeah, I stopped asking Wolfie to do dishes because she has a weird way of doing dishes. She takes too long. Yeah, she takes too long. She doesn't really fill the sink with soapy water. She has the water running and she puts soap on the dishcloth, and then she kind of washes it without. Yeah, I don't know. I find it weird the way she does it. And like I taught her when she was really little how to do dishes. She used to help me do dishes when she was little, when she lived with me, when she was in my care. And then as she got older and the ministry just kept taking her from me and placing her with other people, mainly my parents and her stepfather, they were the ones that did the dishes. And so she stopped doing dishes, and then she forgot how to properly do dishes. Sorry, I don't. You had one what come up there, Regina? Sorry, my mind is like it's like a sieve. Thoughts go in one ear and out the other, basically. Oh, yeah, a cat, kitty cat. Yeah, I wish a random stray would just show up on my doorstep and walk in and decide, oh, this is my home now. But yeah, I'm gonna let my boyfriend know that I want a kitten for my birthday. I'll ask him, can you get me a kitten for my birthday, please? I'm going through withdrawals. I need a kitty cat in my life, in my home. I wanted him to bring his kitty cat over to visit when he comes to visit, but yeah, he won't do that. But yeah, I miss having a kitty cat. I think it's been long enough. It's been what, December? So 9 months now. Yeah, it's been about 9 months since I put Peaches down. And it doesn't help watching all of these kitty cat videos on YouTube. It's like, oh, it's so cute, I want one. Oh, that one's cute, I want that one. I'm kind of the same way with puppy dog videos too, though. Oh, that's such a cute puppy, I want one. Oh, it's 1:30. All right, so I'm just gonna finish this color and then call it done for the live stream. Yeah. So I've got some kitting down that I've got to do. I got to kit down the Crazy Birds, and I've got 2 diamond paintings that I need to kit down. So I'm gonna look into doing those kit down videos this coming week. I'm gonna research how to do the Twinkling Heart project, and hopefully next Saturday work on it on the live stream. Yeah. All right. Until next time, I'm gonna go now. And until next time, we'll see you guys. Bye.